Jonesy.
Hey, what a way to start a day. Go and say hi, she on her life. She tooling. Mouth too slick.
I know that.
Hey, Jonesy in the morning. Gotta tune in, that's tape for me.
Girl, it's giving nice out.
It's Jonesy in the morning.
Jonesy in the morning.
With shade and laughter me.
Jonesy in the morning.
It's the applause at the end for me. Hi, Giddy. Good morning. Did you get my email just now?
Yes, I did. You know, I do that applause all the time, right?
I know. You be right on time with it. Make a bitch feel like it's worth getting up and coming all the way down to the living room. Do you think I should put this banner back up for the time being?
Are they done?
Who knows? Because now the sink is running slow.
Oh my goodness!
It collected in the bowl all the way, and I'm like, here we go again. Let me play my song. Here we go again, and I don't want to keep up and down with that.
Up and down, because you're going to destroy it.
Right, the stickiness keeps going with it. Big R was first in this bitch today. Good morning, Big R. So I don't know, guys. I mean,
maybe I need to get a picture and make a background for you.
What do you mean?
So that it's
like a digital background?
Like a green screen. I know you don't like it because the way it moves around and
I don't care. Anything's better. I mean, I love my family and my proclamations be popping, but I just always want to be branded and look official.
Yeah.
Especially when you got R&B divas emailing you, responding to the call.
I'll be back. I was just grabbing everything over that you just sent.
Okay, all right. Big R. Good morning, Big R. Good morning, everybody from Instagram, too. Listen, come on over to YouTube at Pink Champs The Show so we can get down to this gossip, child. Woke up this morning. Now, remember, it's still fairly new. And, yeah, a gloss is better. I do red. You know, I love my red lipsy love. But sometimes I feel like it's too much for the morning. Too much. And I ain't got on no foundation or no concealer or nothing. So who needs bright red? Get in. Come on in. Step inside. I think I need this elevated. I think I need this up here. Let me see if I can move this desk up again. Oh, it's not plugged in. Hold on. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Ooh. Here we go again. Oh. I'm about to throw the monetization away. The sink is clogged up now. Oh, thank you, deposits. Thank you, lovies. I feel like I never get my lighting right. Is that better? Waiting for everybody to come on in. Come on in. Come on over. Come on over, please. Come on over to YouTube at Pink Champs The Show. Please, please, please. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Elaine. Tim Brown, thank you. Kiana, thank you. Anita. Thank you, Joyce. I know who you are on here, but thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Anita. When I say your name like that, that's how many times that you donate. And I appreciate that because I don't really get paid for this, right? I appreciate it. The comedy is worth $5. Like the wig alone is worth $1.25. Come on. Come on. You know what? I forgot to call Wayne back. Wayne called me yesterday. I was taking my nap. I wonder what's going on with him. I'm waiting till we get to 100 before we start the show and give you some R&B Diva updates. For those of you that don't know what's going on with me, I just signed on as executive producer for R&B Divas New York. Yeah. Come on. Good luck. And so the casting begins. And so I told the girls that if they're interested, or if you know somebody that's interested, to reach out to me via email, right? So we could set up a casting call. But everybody want to do things their own way. I guess it's the way of the world now. They'd rather sit in the chat and discuss being chosen or discuss being interested rather than follow directions. But I'm old school, so I ain't chasing nobody. I'm not chasing nobody. I'm very receptive and open, but things got to go. If you want it, you got to act like you want it. You know what I mean? Very Debbie Allen. Fame cost. And who's talking about fame? I mean, you sign up for a TV show, you kind of want something. So we'll wait for the class to fill up. Good morning to all of you in here. Oh, it's so good to see you. All right, everybody's coming in. While we're waiting, let me remind you of whereabouts I'm going to be this weekend in them streets. Plainfield, New Jersey. They're having their rhythm and blues outdoor concert at, is it Boundbrook Park, I think, out in Plainfield. If you know, you know. It's your big park. So Saturday, Cool Mo D, myself, Heartbeat, Tana Gardner, Fonda Ray. They're just hanging out with me. If they sing, they sing. If they don't, it's all good. But you know I'm putting mics in people's faces. But we're just hanging out because I love hanging out with my OGs, right? On their shoulders, I rest, so I will continue to lift them up. And Kenny Bobian, you are my friend. So hopefully you can join us. That's from, I think, like 2 to 6, 2 to 7. There'll be no lingering of Negroes afterwards. I mean, there's always lingering of folks, but I'm just saying. Kumo D is a good time. So that's Saturday. Hopefully I'll see you out there. Plainfield, come show your girl love. Plainfield, Scotch Plains, playing around. Whoever got a plane. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plane. Come on out and support the kid on Saturday. See, that was fucking funny. Somebody give me $5 right now. That was funny. Come on. Come on, get in here so we can start the show. Come on. We're at 88. We need 12 more. You guys come from over there, over here, and we can get this party started. Because other than that, I have no use for you here. You guys know my friend Asia, right? Her dad died yesterday. Yep. And you guys know DJ Bukeem, right? From Skylark. His brother died yesterday. Sad, but a reality, unfortunately, that as we get older, it becomes more and more real, like more and more common, I guess. Yeah. Tracy, you said, wait, Kim, what you said about Wayne? I know you're not still listening to that station, Kim. Don't Get me started, Kim. I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass. Mikkel, we gonna get me and Mikkel were emailing back and forth yesterday. We're gonna get to all of it. All of it. All right, so moving forward on June, is it June 9th or June 6th? Why do I keep getting it mixed up? I need to do better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's the 9th, June 9th. I'm going to be at the Queens Public Library talking to me, as A. Marie says, about how to reinvent yourself, your story at any age. It'll be a fun time. It's not going to be a stuffy talk like, and then the so-and-so. It'll be fun. It'll be interactive. It'll be Jonesy in person. So hopefully that's 6 p.m. Hopefully you schedule me in. Please register, though. I think the only way you'll get in is if you show ID. Register. ICE ain't coming. So, and if it's hot, you want to be there because the library have the best AC. Ooch. So that is June 9th. And thank you, Michelle. That's one of my Nickies. Thank you. Everybody, I'm saying thank you because you guys are my sponsors. So thank you, sponsors. When you send the Cash App and a Zelle, like I said, my jokes be worth it. My jokes be worth it. Speaking of sponsors, Nationwide Bus Charter is right there, ready to support your traveling needs. They appreciate groups, teams, masses. Just give Nick a call. Thank you, Nick. And tell his daughter, Isabella, we said, what up? Okay? And a little later on, when it's time for lunch or dinner, who was it that ordered trays of fish from here, from Make My Fish? I meant to give you a bell ring. Who was that ordered trays of fish? Thank you so much. That goes a long way. When you guys pop up at Make My Fish, just remind them that Jonesy holds them down, and also do something for yourself. Drop off your business card because they're going to do a drawing at the end of, I don't know, each week, every 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm not in their business, but whoever's card gets drawn wins free advertisement for their business. I don't care if you do nails. Free advertisement is free advertisement. Ain't shit free nowadays, right? So stop by, fill yourselves up with some great fish, grits, shrimp, mac and cheese, yams. It's real comfort food, but make sure you do something for you while you're at Make My Fish and drop off your business card. Even if it's a piece of paper with your information on it, we don't care. We just want you to be in the mix. And tell them Jonesy sent you. That's on 116th between Lenox and 7th, or in Yonkers on Central Park Avenue in the strip mall. And Carla's Kids, they are a provider of childcare. She is not a daycare center. She is a provider of childcare. And as a matter of fact, I think I have a fancy schmancy mission statement. Let's see if I can pull it up. Wow. All right, we got 101 in here. We can get going. Hold on. Let me see if I... Yep. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. I'll come back to Carla's Kids mission statement. Remember I told you about my friend, my doctor friend? I spoke to him yesterday. Oh my God. Giddy.
Yes.
I'm about to be able to hang back out with my doctor friend.
Okay. No lap dances.
Huh?
No lap dances like you said yesterday.
We are not with that type of time. Wait a minute now. Last time I saw him, I was a little fluffier. I don't know. I don't know. Perhaps a lap dance is not such an off-putting thing. Let me shut up.
But isn't it great to reconnect with people you haven't connected with in a while?
Until they piss me off. Or I piss them off. And then this is why God removed you from my life.
Yeah, don't
God
go.
becomes the reason for everything when you get pissed off. This is why. It's a reason. What is that? A reason, fish seasoning, whatever y'all say. All right,
You
so let me
must
do
have known I was about to say something.
Yep. Bye, Giddy. Bye. Bye, Kazoo. Bye. Bye, Kazoo. Bye. Oh no. That's why people only here for a reason, season, a lifetime. But Big R was here first. So let's give Big R props. Come on, Big R Entertainment. Entertaining first in the line. First to do a contribution to the show. I love the way it's going down. What? My nigga. You can't say that. You can't say that, Jonesy. The people tell me. Hi, Sherelle. Sherelle was right after Big R. Sherelle, I hope you're having a better week. Hi, Be True. Authentically, Lola is here. Al is here. Nikki Blue. Hi, my beautiful Nikki. Good morning, Kamika. Lady in Flight. Where are you flying? I have questions for you. Can you please call? I have a whole bunch of airline questions. I guess because it's traveling season, a lot of these videos of people acting up on the airplanes. And I just want to know how much of this stuff is staged and how much of it is not. Because I thought you couldn't have out devices mid-flight. And I thought you couldn't. I just want to talk to you, Lady in Flight. But thank you for being here this morning. Hi, Elaine. Elaine is here. Jambea is here. Simvantrak. Okay. All right. I like the little repeat visit action. Be True to You. Good morning. Hi, Nandy. Hi. Anita. Good morning, my love. Hi, Garcelle. Tanette. Good morning. Hi, Tracy. Tracy is our booking department. We're getting a call this morning. I'm not even sure what time, Giddy, from Yvette Michelle, R&B 90s girl, from her daughter. So I showed you guys a couple of days ago, her daughter got stranded, was in the news. She got stranded in her car, on her car. She climbed out and got on top of the roof of the damn car because the Atlanta highway was flooded and her car was submerged underwater. Yep. And this man had to go and get her. He was a vet. He had to go and get her. And everybody was reaching out to her for interviews to talk about what happened and, you know, how did she? And she didn't feel like talking, but now she's coming out of her shell. So Yvette Michelle set that up. She's going to be calling this morning on her way to work. So, you know, I'm always in somebody's business. Yeah. And don't be my friend because I'm going to be like, can you get your child to call? I don't care. I don't know. I don't care. Hi, Ridmine. Good morning, Big John. Amazon Mom is here. Good day, everyone. Hi, Big Brown Eyes. Hi, Katara. Two Girls Mom. Toy Sharima. Good morning. Miss C, 2103. Good morning. True Johnson is new, but good morning. Love Music. Good morning. Right. Happy Friday Eve. Eric. Good morning. Richard Tate. Good morning, Tiff. Hi, Tiff Green. Che Bella. Latera Miller. Che Bella, I meant to say bye to you yesterday, but it was in the middle of something. I think we were singing or playing music or something. But I saw you in and out, like, bye, y'all, bye. Joe Langley is here. David Simpson is here. Jodeci, talk to me. Mimi, good morning, Mimi. And Debbie, my big sister from Astoria. Her name is Sugar Daly. The Dalys were in apartment 1H. Tracy, Ronnie, Kylie, Lori, Billy, later on, Danny, Troy. And Debbie married Troy. And they were like the flyest couple in Astoria. Yep, for many, many, many years. And then they had little Debbie and little Troy, right? How cute is that? That's like picture perfect. Natalie, good morning. Good morning, Natalie. Natalie, somebody found me a picture. Was it Miss C? Hi, Ann C. A picture of Abby Phillips from CNN being inducted in our Jack and Jill. Wait, Natalie, are you in Jack and Jill? Or are you just adjacent to us and aligned with us and like? But I got the proof. Abby Phillips definitely became a member. Became a member of our metropolitan chapter. That's our New York City chapter of Jack and Jill. I don't know, Abby. I don't know. You be letting the commentators run all over you on your show. How you gonna let these Jacks and Jills run all through you? I don't know. The verdict's still out, but welcome. Oh, we got 111. That's an angel number. Everybody make a prayer, make a wish, or say a prayer real quick. All right. Okay. And Nicole Perry, good morning. Yellow Diamond, good morning. Ed Papers and Rhonda Walker, good morning. Nikki Hall, I'm sorry if I'm taking too long for anybody, but I always like to acknowledge the people in the chat. We have the most active pop in this chat on social. So, hi, Judge Righteously and Charlie, I am. Moderator Kim from Harlem. Hi, Marcus. Brandy is here. And Chat Girl. We are going to, thank you, Big R. Big R said, we love the wigs. Thank you. I think Cassandra, my hair girl, got tired of look. She said, I open my computer sometimes. I see a horrible wig and so I said, oh yeah, do something about it. Do something about it. You don't like it? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And so she did. So I'm gonna run this shit into the ground until she feels fit to give me another one. Or come judge me up. Hi, DKC. All right, let's get started with the show. Welcome, everybody. Only rule is that you like, even if you have to leave. Like before you go, like when you come in. Jet Black Straight, good morning. Tracy, I said good morning to you, I remember. And Mikhail Whitaker. So Mikhail emailed me yesterday. Was it about the CNC Music Factory? Giddy, do you have that? Did I send that to you? No. First, you sent me something about the girl with hold on, because we're going to get this. You sent me something about, it was a picture. There's so much stuff in here. Here it is. A whole bunch of artists performing for Trump. I don't think I sent this to you, Giddy. Featured performers. Did y'all see this? Flow Rider. Vanilla Ice. Well, we don't care about Vanilla Ice. Morris Day and the Time. The Commodores. We expect Bret Michaels. CNC Music Factory. Young MC. And I don't know who Martina McBride is. And we don't care about Milli Vanilli because you don't sing no way. How y'all paying him? Y'all know the gig is up. I mean, this is like a hustle. Why they didn't call Jonesy? No, I'm serious though. But this whole big, did you see it? All their pictures of them performing. At this point, nothing surprises me. People are doing more for less and less for more. But I want to know from you, Mikhail, why did we cherry pick CNC Music Factory to cancel? Just asking. I'm here for the cancel. Cancel with a K for Kevin Hart. Just asking. So if you can type that in the chat, we're going to move on ahead. Somebody also sent me, I think it was Miss C, sent me something about the girl with the nick that was she an WNBA player? Did I send you that, Giddy? All right, it's in my inbox. In the meantime, let me see what we do have. We'll get back to that. Now, I do want to say one thing. Were we like, why did Chrisette Michele catch it so hard? And she's one that did less for more. Like she was one of the first to align with Trump, his first thing, right? By performing, not even aligning, but performing. So I guess that's kind of aligning. We canceled that bitch like it was never. We canceled that like somebody stole. I did a skimmer on our debit card. That's how fast we canceled her. And now I feel like we get upset with the Snoop Dogg. We get upset with the Trump sneakers carrying Fat Joe's. And then we still back supporting. So does Chrisette Michele get a do-over? I'm just asking. And is there so much going on elsewhere in the world and we really don't give a fuck about CC Music Factory? But I get your point, and I'm glad you brought it to our attention. Thank you, Mikhail. But I just want, why we chose CNC Music Factory, because I say let's go for the bag and take down the Commodores. Get Lionel Richie, white woman loving ass. Let's call him to task. He's probably not even with them no more. Just to be close to you, girl. For the moment, baby. For the moment, baby. Do, 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 do. That's worth $5. Yeah, yeah. Do, do, do. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's get back to this, Kim. Why you calling Wayne? How you calling Wayne? And you better not be talking. Hi, Wayne. You better not be calling all. Kim, I'm about to put you on time. I'm about to strap you down to your seat. I'm about to throw you in my basement. I'm about to do all the things. You about to be in an episode of The Chi. With Giddy, don't forget to bring my fire stick today. And the jugs of the booze. You said my co-founder lost 2 of her teenage kids yesterday from that fight in Cortland Manor. Oh, no. I hate to talk about that. It's real, though. Hi, Ox the Mogul. I did hear y'all president may be planning on going to Knicks finals. He will get Secret Service. Okay. Keep fucking around thinking fat meat ain't greasy. Chrisette Michele should have known better. She was on R&B Divas years ago. She let her cast down by performing for Orange Juice face Trump. And they canceled that whole Salt and Pepper TLC. And Vogue posting private dates. And Vogue is like, all right, and the beat goes on. So that tour is no longer all because of Chili and her MAGA-ism. I promise it was only a birthday shout out, Jonesy. Was you on the air? Did people in Radio Land get to hear Kim from my Kim from Harlem, who I named Kim from Harlem, talking to the enemy station? Wayne is our friend. But while he's in those quarters, he too is an enemy of the states. Chili can't sing anyway. Exactly. Wayne was always sweet to me. Answer my question, nigga. And Vogue said, hold to your stubs. Ooh, don't waste your time. No, I didn't even listen to find out. Oh, okay. All right. Hi, Denise Davis. Good morning. All right. So, you know that cops are outrageous. We all are watching. We all see the videos. Sometimes it's overload. But this one particular instance, like if you need to get struck by lightning was a person, this cop pulled over this woman. Giddy, can you pull it up, please? Accused the woman of having her phone while she was driving, went hard in the paint with it, hard in the taint with it, only to find out that she only had one arm, and it wasn't the right one that he claimed he saw her have a cell phone as she drove by. Come on, Giddy. Come on, Giddy. Come on. And even when she showed him her altered, her I don't know, impaired arm. Take a look.
Being pulled over, the city of Lake Worth today, we're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you with the phone in your hand.
Obviously not.
Did y'all say that?
Oh, you want to just call this a day? Or?
I don't want to call it a day. You had a hand up manipulating.
You just
the
said
phone.
my right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You
so
had
you
a hand up.
didn't.
The right hand. I saw you manipulate.
So you didn't.
With the right hand, perhaps not, right? But I saw you.
You didn't see me with my right
okay,
hand.
so are you
saying that you saw me with my right hand?
I know what I just said. I'm asking you now. Did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
How come she don't have a hand?
Hand to God.
The other hand to God. You don't have a phone in your hand?
Hand to God.
Cool. You have your driver's license, registration,
yes,
and insurance with you. This is why you're being pulled over. The city of Lake Worth today, we're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you with the phone in your hand.
Obviously not. So you want to just call this a day?
But you see, right there was his moment to acknowledge, but they must train them, talk fast, double down, keep going. You'll find something. You'll find every person you pull over, even if you don't find them guilty of what you pull them over for, there's something you can get a ticket right. You can write a ticket for. That's that school of training. I bet you. Because she pulled up her arm was like this. Who am I calling? I can't even hold the phone. And instead of him saying, my bad, I'm so sorry, go on your way, drive safely, he want to keep on talking about, no, I know what I said. I know. Yeah, you sound like an ass. You sound like you want a lawsuit because you're harassing me now. And I'm part of a very special class. It's called disabled. So we're going to add on to that. Now, here's where it gets sketchy. I'm hoping that the camera was body cam of maybe another officer standing there. Because if someone was able to record that, that means this is a skit. And I've wasted the last 12 minutes getting caught up in a skit on Instagram. So I don't know. How were we able to see this? Somebody help. Someone help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Was it body cam? Because I didn't hear another voice. And the other person would have been like, maybe after they gagged at of it all, the other person would have had to say something, right? I don't know. Niggas be thirsty for content. I don't know. Did I get suckered into bad acting? Play it again, Giddy. I gotta figure my life.
I thought I saw you with your right hand. You had a hand up. The right hand. I saw you manipulate.
So you didn't.
With the right hand, perhaps not, right? But I saw you.
You didn't see me with my right hand.
Okay, so are you
saying that you saw me with my right hand?
I know what I just said. I'm asking you now. Did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone in your hand?
I did not.
Hand to God, you didn't have a phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
The other hand to God, you don't have a phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
Cool. You have your driver's license, registration, and
yes,
insurance with you. This is why you're being pulled over. The city of Lake Worth today, we're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you
So
with the phone in your hand.
obviously not. So you want to just call this a day?
I don't want to call it a day. You had a hand up
You
manipulating
just
the
said
phone.
my right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You
So
had a
you
hand out.
didn't.
The right hand. I saw you
So you
manipulate
didn't.
with the right hand, perhaps not, right? But I saw you.
You didn't see me with my right
Okay,
hand.
so are you saying
that you saw me with my
I know
right
what I
hand.
just said. I know what I just said. I'm asking you now. Did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone in your
I
hand.
did not.
Hand to God, you did not have your phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
Yeah, this
The
guy.
other hand to God, you don't have your phone in your hand.
Why would he say hand to God?
Cool. You have your driver's license, registration,
Yes,
and
I
insurance.
I don't know. I feel like we've been bamboozled. Doing it for likes. Yep. Right, Denise? Because that's not, the body cam would have been closer to his. I don't know. But at that point, I'll just call ICE. Because I hear the siren. I hear it. You won't be giving me a hard time today without you getting one too. Calling ICE. Hi, Georgiana. She said they had it. She was able to attain it from the records. So then it was, all right. And he just would not stop. He just wouldn't stop. And he was very specific. I saw you with your right hand. That's what made, anyway. Okay, I'm overthinking. Let's go next. Okay, next story. LL Cool J doesn't always do it for me, right? I have no problem with him. He just doesn't always do it for me. It always seems like he's prepared, which is not a bad thing, right? But yesterday he fucking broke it down to the elemental P. He was talking about the disrespect that he's been hearing from the younger generation about the OGs and how sometimes they get clowned, they get called dusty, they get, you've been around, you watching the same shit we watching. I'll let you check it out.
You guys might want to record this. Make sure you're recording this or screen recording it or something so that you guys get it. I don't go live a lot. I haven't really been going live since, the pandemic, but this is something that came to my attention. It came to my attention that a DJ, and I'm not going to say any names because I don't think it's necessary. A DJ basically said that, a lot of the pioneers in hip hop are, they're dusty, or how can they be the person that, invented hip hop if, they don't have a lot of money. Or if they don't look or represent like they have a lot of dough, right? Let me explain something to you and say this for you guys. Don't confuse someone's ability to develop a business model. Don't conflate. In other words, don't think just because somebody knows how to get money or fails to get money that they didn't make a contribution to the culture.
An impact.
No one discusses Miles Davis's bank account. We don't talk about John Coltrane's bank account. We don't talk about a lot of even rock musicians, a lot of them. We don't talk about their bank accounts. A lot of great country artists, we don't talk about their bank accounts. This idea that you have to have money or else you don't have any value is a bad idea, and it's kind of like, it's a misinformed way of looking at the world and the culture. There are artists out here. First of all, let me say this. First of all, let's talk about like young artists, right? Who I love. I love the young artists. Let's be clear. I'm very much a guy who embraces the young artists. I believe in every generation. I believe in you. I care about you. Let me say this to you though. Today, you could come up with your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, your 20-year plan. You can go find a manager. You can find an accountant. You could find somebody that means something to you, to help you. You could find a team to help your career go to the next level. When hip hop first started, there were no managers. There were no accountants that believed in it. Record companies didn't even believe in it. Nobody believed in it. How can you make a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan on something that doesn't even exist yet, that people have never even heard of? So just because a couple of these guys and girls and people out here made songs and made music and made contributions to this culture, or even dancers danced and made these contributions go, just because they didn't get rich, just because they weren't able to pile up millions or billions of dollars, does not mean that they didn't make a contribution to this culture. That does not mean that they didn't do something. They created an industry that we all ate off of. They created an industry that you eat off of. When you go out there and you go monetize your brand, when you go monetize your brand, when you go get your whatever and do what you got to do to build your career, when you go out there and negotiate your deals and negotiate your checks and talk tough, guess what? That money, that bread, that food that you eating was created by those same people that you disrespecting. That industry was created by them same people that you call in, foul words, foul language. The people that you're referring to. So my thing is this: it's always good. It's always good to get money. It's always important. It's important. It's important to get money. I agree. I'm all about getting paper. I've been talking about it my whole career. But don't ever, ever, ever confuse being rich with making a contribution to our culture. Don't ever play yourself like that again. Because trust me, you playing yourself. Because without these dudes and these girls who started this hip hop culture, a lot of the guys that's out there talking tough, you wouldn't even have a career. We'd be on the corner with a beer talking about what's the next move we gonna make. So I would say, approach this game with humility and be glad and be thankful that these pioneers, these slave mentality. Be glad that these pioneers help create this culture. And let's show them love. Let's elevate them. Let's celebrate them. That's why I started Rock the Bells. That's why I started this movement. So I wouldn't have to listen to foolish rhetoric about people that change the world. These people change the entire world. The whole planet runs on hip hop culture right now. The whole planet, every commercial, everything you could think of is all about hip hop. And there are people out there that started this thing, and I think that they deserve to be honored and respected. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna say nothing foul. I'm not gonna go at nobody's character. I'm just gonna say, think before you speak. Peace.
So it's crazy. I saw you saying that this is from 2022, but how the world hasn't changed. Actually, it's only gotten worse or inflamed. And then the hypocrisy of it all is the same niggas that's fixing their mouth to talk shit and call OGs dusty or auntie need to hang it up. And y'all stay trying to make videos off of people's shit, the OG shit on TikTok. Leave my shit alone. You'd be lucky to be able to age and look as good as us, because something else about us, our generation, we do not look as old as y'all motherfuckers. Y'all look old as fuck and talking that hot talk. I did not know that that's why he did the whole Rock the Bells cruise and Rock the Bell tour and all of that. I thought it was an opportunity for for the artists to eat, because you don't see many opportunities. So, you can just keep taking all the shows for yourself or create an opportunity. So I applaud you for that, LL, and right about there not even being a blueprint for what we were doing back then. It was called noise, according to my mom. Turn that bullshit off. Turn that noise off. Ain't gonna be no way for you to make a living off of that. And I wasn't even like, I wasn't a rapper or anything, but the art form was not respected. And the fact that we have been able to sustain it and maintain it for so long, even with the culture vultures popping their head in, giving us bad deals and all the like, even with that, we've still been able to maintain, sustain, and get some of us in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I didn't mean to rhyme right there. And I don't really care about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and their measure. It doesn't mean anything to me. But the fact that our artists are being acknowledged by such establishments means a lot to me. And yep, you know how easy it is to do something when you already see something. You can always add to it, take away from it, and go, look what I did. But when there's nothing there and the canvas is blank, how you writing a song? How you structuring a verse? How you putting together the chorus and the bridge or whatever? You ain't. But we did. So put some respect on our OG names. Moving on. What the hell, Lizzo? What the hell?
Listen, I don't care how good Chili's ribs are. Lizzo is never singing the Chili's rib jingle, okay? Well, I want you to tell them that I will never, ever wait. How much?
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, Chili's baby back ribs. I want my Chili's baby back ribs.
Is that a rib food?
Chili's baby back ribs. Chili's baby back ribs. He want his baby back, and if he act right, he can get me back. I need more than love me to get her back. And don't do me wrong, baby, I get mad. My bark is my bite, and I'm licking back. I'll be your regret, you'll be looking back through your liquor glass. I'll be walking past like you're looking sad, saying, I want my baby back, baby back. Chili's baby back ribs. Chili's baby back ribs. I know you want the baby. Chili's baby back ribs.
I thought that was pretty tasteful.
Barbecue sauce.
So I was never a fan of Black folks singing about ribs. But in a day and a time where things are heavy and we need a laugh, I guess I'm okay with it. I guess. I mean, thoughts, opinions. Okay, laugh emojis, laugh emojis. I don't. Right, they're playing the fuck out of her. And it's not a coincidence. I heard it's because that lawsuit shit didn't go away. Everybody thought because she sat down, has been in the background, that shit went away. It has not gone away. And I think she's on video somewhere saying how her record, she needs help. Her record label is no longer marketing her, supporting her. She's not making any money. So I get it. But I don't like Black people singing about barbecue ribs on TV. And I'm not saying you got to sing about a Ponzi scheme. Stab at the white folks. I don't know. Shades of Mary's bad commercial. Somebody said Mary's somewhere punching the air right now. How much y'all think she got for that? And since when is Chili's known for baby back barbecue ribs? Even further, she was the low-hanging fruit. Lizzo, there's so many things I want to say, but I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be a girl's girl. Does anyone want to call in and have this conversation with me so I can remain the girl's girl? Singing for ribs is crazy work. Now, did Aretha Franklin ever do a fried chicken commercial? No, she just showed up to Isaac Hayes' performance with a box of chicken and didn't share. I forgot. That pissed Isaac off. And right on the heels of her being part of that Kevin Hart roast, where they started calling her all types of fat bitches, and now you out here. I mean, I don't know her bills, right? Shit, I might have to sing for less than that, were it not for you guys and your gracious, overflowing Cash Apps and Zells. Hint, hint, hint. There's a piece of cornbread that needs a song for it. Y'all better tip me up. Tip me up. Somewhere there's a cornbread for me. Don't make me start jingling about cornbread. Don't make me get my Lizzo on. You get your damn Cash Apps and your Zells in. Baby back ribs. So I don't have a problem with the commercial. It was funny. We need to laugh more, y'all. Everything can't be offensive. Yeah, but they don't give us time to breathe from the last offense to the next offense. This, right? It's all about timing. I can take a lot of shit, but not all at once. Can't come at me all at once with it. So that's why I'm pausing with the, all right, we can't fight at everything. But in the black girl corner, Lizzo, I'm fucking you up at 3:00. Me and you. And then, you know, you doing that. But yesterday, I don't know, Giddy, if you still have it. Yesterday, you was doing a video about the world will be boring without hoes. So let me make things interesting. Should we get mad and cancel Chili's for hiring someone that just inferred that black women is hoes? She didn't really, but I'm saying we have a tendency to run with shit, right? We're mad at Lizzo because she just did a video with that little boy, Dirty Red, talking about the world will be boring without hoes. She's making black women look bad, okay? Follow me. That's the narrative, right? Suppose that's the narrative. And then here goes Chili's hiring her to do that. So now we can be mad at Chili's. Class action suit, anyone? Going once, going twice, going once, going twice. Anybody gonna ride with me on this class action? Come on, come on, come on. No, no, just a free coupon for some baby back ribs. Okay, all right.
Hello.
Yo, Lizzo, what do you do?
Shit, nothing, just shooting a music video.
Are you all alone?
Hold on, check this out. I swear the world will be boring as fuck without hoes. The world will be boring as fuck without hoes. Without hoes. Without hoes. The world will be boring as fuck without big booty, pretty hoochie mamas like me. Grabbing nickels, throwing ass on ATVs. Make them say, I got masterpiece. Doggy style blicky, that's masterpiece. I don't wanna be at no sausage fest. Where my ladies at, throw it east to west. Bow, 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 I'm impressed. Booty up, down, that ass depressed. I got 6 figures in a sick figure. I'm a big spender, where the hoes? Fuck the bros with ya, all I know, sister. The world will be boring as fuck without.
The world will be boring as fuck without me. I'm outside shaking ass, city trends 2P. Real wretched ass bitch, sexy corns on my feet, tattoos on my face, tattoos on my booty cheek. I hate lame ass hoes, all my bitches with some free square bitches in the house, turn bitches in the street. Shake that ass on the curve, it's little with this thing, booty hole still brown and the pussy still pink. We fucking rich niggas, we fucking lit niggas. I'm the shit nigga, where the hoes? I'm with the bros nigga, drop the low nigga. The world will be boring as fuck.
It's too early. I can't. So
come pick up your clothes. I have been.
Thank you, Big John. We can't be singing for ribs. Tracy, I don't care how old the commercial is. My eyes didn't need that. They didn't deserve that. Like, come on. And again, who knew that Chili's ribs were the business? I didn't. I go to Chili's. What do I go to Chili's for? Fake Mexican food. Heavy on the big goblet of drink. And I don't even like tequila, but that's all. And the melt for dessert. With that scoop of vanilla ice cream and that hardened chocolate shell. That's all I'm going for. I'm not going for burgers. I'm not going for ribs, although maybe now I should. Okay. You learn something new every day. Singing for ribs after the weight loss is crazy work. But she looks swole again. That's stress. That's Lizzo's stress right there. Butter rolls, bring the food in. Hungry. If Lizzo did a song with Cardi, she wouldn't have to do this. Do Cardi want to be bothered? Do Cardi want to be bardied? Come on, Jonesy, you know the business. The commercial probably been in the can for a minute. Maybe it should have stayed there. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't mind singing for food. I don't mind commercials. I love our people getting them. We the best at the jingles. We're the best at it all, actually. Hold on. But it's something about ribs, chicken, and watermelon, and Kool-Aid. Just those 4 things. So if it had been nachos, if she had been singing about, I don't never see no Mexicans doing no commercial. I don't see Gloria Estefan. I don't see, what's the other bitch from Desperate Housewives? I don't never see none of them calling for any of that. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hey, I'm on. You don't see who is Mexican. You don't see that Laura Stiles, that needle nose heifer. You don't see her doing no commercials for the Tex Mix Party Bowl shit. You don't see her singing for. You don't see her sitting around a table playing dominoes, singing about nachos. I'm just saying. Certain things just ain't supposed to be. She could have been singing about what's the top 5 things that Lizzo could have been singing about that would have been better than singing for ribs. Let's go. Everybody join in. Bottled water. Bottled water wouldn't have had us mad. And just to keep it on brand for her, I don't mind if she took the bottle and shoved it up her, you know what, at the end. I wouldn't have cared. What's the 4th thing that Lizzo could have been singing about that wouldn't have bothered me? She could have been eating spaghetti. She could have fucking been eating spaghetti O's. And I would have been A-okay with that. And them shits is nasty as hell. How do we eat SpaghettiOs? That Chef Boyardee shit. That sauce is disgusting. Yup, Ava Longoria. You don't see Ava Longoria doing commercials for Taco Bell. Talking about, Taco Bell. You don't see that. They separate. There's certain things even they won't do. George Lopez. You don't see George Lopez cutting nobody's fucking grass, doing commercials for Lawn Doctor. Come on, people, talk to me. Do I stand alone in my thoughts? I'll be the one to say the shit y'all all thinking. We're all thinking. You don't see, come on, keep coming with the names, guys. Come on, salad, right. Thank you, Latera. I would have been mad at Lizzo doing she could have even had a salad with freaking ground beef on top. She could have had a whole chicken on top of the salad and not grilled chicken, a fried chicken, a rotisserie chicken, and I wouldn't have been mad at that. But it's just something about certain ethnicities and certain stigmas and the puppeteers dangling the check over our heads to get us to dance and sing about it. I don't know. We can move on. I know. I didn't finish my list, but you guys get the gist. I'm rhyming a lot today, not on purpose. Sing about chai teas and right. Yeah, we get the likes up. I'm giving the performance of a lifetime this morning, guys. By the way, applaud me. I'm feeling very animated and funny today. I don't know about alcohol either. That's the other thing. I don't like, I don't know. Would I have felt a way about Lizzo singing with a Colt 45 bottle in her hand, taking it to the head? That would have been, I could have sat more with that than singing about ribs. Right. She could have done a milkshake commercial for GNC. Come on, Mikkel. Me and you were right here. Everybody else is playing around. She could have even done a Hershey's commercial. And they could have given her a chocolate flute. Right? Right? Sing about lemon drops. Shut up, y'all. I will if I have to. Do you have this video? Oh. All right, but okay, I'm gonna try and get, all right, let me see. Where did it go? All of a sudden it can't be reached right now.
What video are you referring to?
The one you told me to do. What you told me to just do just now. Hold on. But then it looked like it was doing it. And then it said can't run right now. Let's see. Come pick up your guns. Kitty just threw me all the way off. I can't do it right now, video. The video I've been talking about, you said JSO. A tow truck. I be telling them tow truck drivers. They be going hard in the paint. They got a whole show. Parking wars. Because the tow truck drivers be doing the most and going too far. You sent me a clip. Do you not have it? Look at this, y'all.
Breaking news is in the Brentwood area. Police investigate a deadly shooting along East 21st Street. Man was shot and killed outside an apartment complex near MLK Parkway last night around 10. Good morning. Police believe the man was there to repossess a car.
So this apparently is when someone just started shooting. News4Jax reporter Brianna Brownlee has been at that scene all morning. And Bree, this is near Long Branch Elementary School. We do want parents not to worry because police are saying there is no threat to the community or that school.
Yes, that is correct. And we are here at Sanctuary Walk, where you can see where JSO is still trying to piece together of what led up to that shooting. Now, we are told by JSO that they do have crime and homicide units here on the scene doing their own independent investigation. Now, since we've been out here, I did meet Rico Jones. Yeah, and he does own a tow truck company. And Rico, I know when I was talking to you about what happened, just talk to us a little bit. What are your thoughts just knowing a tow truck driver was shot?
Why would you shoot a man for doing his job? If you was at your job and a customer came and you said something and you got shot at your job, how would you feel? So as a person who owns tow trucks and deals with a lot of local businesses, if we have people just shooting you because you run your business, how would you feel?
And of course, some people may wonder, are there any type of protections when it comes to tow truck drivers when they are coming here late at night trying to do their job, as you say?
Well, some contracts you have where in your insurance it asks, do you do repos? So if you do repos, your insurance is a little higher. Now, nothing should never lead to anyone getting hurt or shot, because the situation is, if you had a car and you didn't pay, you know the consequences. So there you have it.
Okay, and now you do
family
too.
member who lives in this complex.
Yes, my granddaughter is affiliated with this complex, so that's one of my reasons for coming by. Sometimes I like to come by and check on her. So when I seen the tape, I stopped as a concerned local business owner and a part of the Move Forward Man Foundation. You know, I have to be concerned about citizens in our community.
Well, thank you so much, Rico. Yes, so investigators told us the man is dead after an altercation while he was trying to repossess a car. Now, JSO tells News4Jax this all started off as an argument and quickly escalated.
Let me not say nothing. I mean, I know I'm the only one with a microphone right now, but let me not say nothing because I do not agree with him. And stop trying to plug your business on the low or your organization on the low, nigga. That ain't what you're here for. What are y'all thoughts about that? Give us a call, please. And I'm not moving on until somebody calls with a comment. Hi, Set in Stone. Somebody else crept in here. Moski, good morning. I don't know. Because you talking about he's doing his job and somebody's at work, quite possibly trying to do their job and get themselves together. And if they didn't make the process of getting their cars back so damn difficult, it's almost like they want to take your car from you and they don't want you to have it back. And some people are depending on their transportation to be able to make $1. People getting killed over nonsense. That's why I just put the car down. That's not the one. That's not the one for you. Put the car down. I get what he's saying. He's trying to do his job. He shouldn't get killed for doing his job. But your job is a fucked up job. Your job is very dangerous, very, intense. And they be doing that shit fast. Disrespectfully fast. You can't even have a conversation with them. They used to come into projects and do a sweep. I don't know if they still do that. And somebody, because it was always people on 8th Street corner, Debbie, right? And they go, ooh, and you knew what it was. You knew what it was. Come pick up your car. Come and move your car. This is hip hop. Yup. They used to do sweeps in the project. Debbie just co-signed what I said. And they do the call, and you know. I don't know if it's nonsense. Is that being killed over nonsense? Or is that being killed over you taking somebody's way of making a living? If I'm a DoorDasher, if I'm an Instacarter, many people use their car, that is their work, their means of making money. If I'm a mom with kids and I got to get the kids to the bus stop or to school, fuck that. I'm going all out because at that point, I feel like what I got to lose. You take it. Listen. So I'm not the one to say, oh, they shouldn't have shot the tow truck driver. I'm not saying that. And sometimes they be talking fucking spicy and sharp. And I don't like it. Talking about, man, I don't want to hear all that. Call, this the number to call. And they busy tightening your shit up, bringing them chains the fuck down. No. Right. They don't have a heart. Yup. Yup, and they act like they can't catch it. And oh wow. Oh the fuck wow. Stop playing with people's way of making a living. Pass that job on to somebody else. Gitmo said, that's crazy. You don't pay your bill and want to kill me. Yeah, but you don't know somebody's circumstance. People be on their last one. And then the shit talking tow truck driver coming. He don't want to hear nothing. He don't want to hear it. He don't want to hear it. Sometimes just acting like you want to hear it makes a difference. Will calm somebody down. Sometimes just playing along and showing a little bit of compassion and grace will save your fucking life. Because now you won't be towing no more. Nope. Nope. Show some compassion. Show some grace. But in some brighter news, I'm getting honored on July 11th. Thank you to the Lake Cool Kids Foundation for the honor. It's a brunch. It's open to the public. I would love for you guys to join me. I think there's a QR code. Natalie, will you be attending? I know you tend to partake in the finer events, like so. Miss C said, you know I'm with the shit. Like I said, they got a whole show. Philly was infamous for that. That's where parking wars started. Now, obviously, it went to other places, but Philly is known for the parking fuckery. Tow guy needs to know the risk because they can cause mental health to someone taking their car. This I know. This I fucking know. How about, no, I'm not even going to say, I don't got no sympathy for no tow truck drivers. Sorry. Thank you, Debbie. So 2 people dead here over a bill. A tow truck driver and the shooter likely will be in jail. Meanwhile, that car will likely be auctioned off somewhere. Yeah, but that's heat of the moment. And again, we don't know what the exchange was. I don't think that anybody deliberately doesn't pay tickets. So can we shoot the real fucking problem? Whoever is putting $50 fees because your pay period didn't align with when they want their ticket money. They're going to charge you $50 on a $10 ticket. They're the ones that need to be shot. They're the ones that need to be fucking handled. And I don't know about y'all, but these tolls, you won't get, how you tolling? $50 on a $2 toll, bitch, you'll never get it. You'll outfile every number of bankruptcy. You won't fucking get it. You won't get it. So let's examine the system and not shoot the tow truck drivers. And tow truck drivers, stop talking fucking slick. Stop thinking because you got the power in that moment and the law is on your side that you can't fucking catch it too. Or you'll be like, oh boy, dad. Yes, Natalie, the finer events. Watch your fucking mouth. When you already got the upper hand, watch your mouth. All somebody sees when their car is on that tow bed or on that hook, all somebody sees is my ID and shit is in there, my paperwork for whatever. It's always important shit in your car and your glove. How I'm getting my kids, how I'm gonna pick up my kids. Now I gotta walk on the highway to get what? I know this is a very unpopular opinion for me to have this morning, but I'm sorry, I've been there. How am I going to get my kids? How am I going to figure it out? You obviously already in a financial pinch. If it gets to that point, right? And in some places, it don't even require much. 2 tickets and you right for the pickings. But what if you are out there actually working and not robbing people and trying to do the right thing and not trying to take a shortcut through life, right? You just may be going through a hard patch. What if that's your story? And you see, you know, you probably was out there picking up a DoorDash order or out there doing something that required you to be in the fucking car to begin with. Because most people, if you know you got tickets and you can avoid driving the car until you get the ticket straightened out, you're going to park that bitch somewhere off the street, which says to me, the person needed their fucking vehicle. It be the stupidest laws. You could be driving to pay the ticket and get caught, and now you in trouble. Like, none of those people think. They just put taxes and surcharges and make all the hurdles. Living life is like a fucking triathlon. It's hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. And nobody stops. Nobody in power has common fucking sense to say, all right, guys, let's be realistic. If someone can't afford to pay this, how can we expect them to afford to do this? How can we expect them to afford to get here without their car to pay us? That's a risk. Who would run that risk, guys? So let's relax I don't know what it is. I don't know. But I know right now the way it's set up is that it's for you to not fucking win. Talking about tickets and tolls and surcharges and shit like that. If I had the money for the ticket, I pay the ticket. So now you put a $90 surcharge on top of it and think you getting that? Bitch, catch me if you motherfucking can. Fuck. Your homies going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. Shut up. It's not the time. But play it because I love it. Can you play the video, the one with them dancing? That one's my fave. Yes, I had a business owner move his company from Philly to New Jersey because of towing. It's real. And you trying to get on your feet. You trying to get your business off the ground. Maybe you have a truck business. You might have a transportation business. You might have a courier business. And you just trying to get your shit off the ground. The odds already stacked against you. And now here they fucking come, the city. Trying to make money off your fucking back and you can't even make it because they keep fucking with you. Trying to give a nigga 3 strikes. Yeah, it's not funny. The fajitas, are we back to Chili's? We back to silly Chili's and Lizzo singing songs for ribs. I mean, thank you for lightening the mood because I started going down my rabbit hole, my memory. Let me tell you the story of, and I think I told you this before, and it's timely because I think today is the funeral. So remember I told you that when my mom died, like literally like 2 weeks after I graduated college, right? Imagine coming home from college with your luggage, your suitcases, your everything. You got everything. And actually, my car was in the shop in Syracuse and it was costing $400 that I didn't have. I knew she didn't have it to get out. So I had to get a ride home from college. And I come in the house, no one's there because, of course, Dad died freshman year. There's a note on the table. This is where your mother is, hospital, whatever. So now I got to take the train, the bus, whatever. I'm a New York girl. I'm good with all of that. But when you want to stay late, you got to pay attention to how often, when the next train coming, when the next bus coming, when they stop coming, right? But whatever, we're going to figure that out. Eventually, my mother dies, right? So now we're trying to figure out how I got to go back up to Syracuse and get my shit because shit is like, this is my life now, right? So I don't know how I get the money to get the pistons or something in the engine, whatever. I don't know how, but I got the money, got the car. But now there's but now I have to figure out my life because I was not supposed to have to start work. I was on my way to Howard for grad school. So at the funeral, at my mother's funeral, one of my sister's ex-boyfriends comes and he says, you know, they're giving the tests for telephone operators for AT&T. You should go and take it. So I'm like, what? A phone operator? I'm like, fuck it, I'm in. So we take the test, and I don't know if any of you have ever been in any of these. I guess that was those big job testing things. It's like an auditorium with like thousands of people. But each round of the test, people get disqualified. So we're down to the last round. It winds up only being like maybe 5 or 10 of us that actually passed all the tests and wind up being operated. So I'm like, all right, good, great. Here's a key. The salary was only $199 a week, $199 a week. And that was, so I think that was your take home, $199. And I remember because I'm like counting in my head, okay, my rent, I think, was only maybe $140, whatever, because my mom didn't have income, right? So I'm like, I'll pay this week's check with that. I'll pay this month's rent with this check. I had it all out. But here's the thing. On Queens Boulevard, where AT&T was, there was only metered parking. And even if you had the nighttime shift, the meters were still alive. The meters strategically ran out every hour. When you're a telephone operator, and they had to know this shit. They had to know. It was fixed for whoever's parking their car that works in the phone company to get tickets. Because you can't unplug your headset in the middle of your shift. And if you did, even if it was to feed the meter, you would get punished for that, violated. Like, I don't know if they would dock you. It was very strict. It's stupid now in hindsight. And they might have been in on it with the towing people. Come to think of it, AT&T was probably down with the shits, but probably got a kickback. But you couldn't even, if you had the money to feed the meter, you couldn't leave the phone company. And these are the parking spots right around the building. So you come out and you got a ticket. How am I paying a $50 ticket and my check at the end of the week is only going to be $199? Okay, I'll pay the ticket, but you got to wait until the end of the week. No. They put that shit in the system. Thursday comes, the day before you get paid on Friday, you come outside and your shit is being pulled up by a little Puerto Rican boy with his hot-to-trot girlfriend sitting in the front of the tow truck, talking about, what? Don't be getting loud with my man. Like, they want to jump me because I'm like, put my shit down. No, and I'm not even on one. But I'm seeing, how am I, number one, I don't have money right now. How am I going to get home? How am I going to get back to work for the rest of the week? How am I? That's why, Lizzo, sing about your motherfucking ribs. Don't listen to me. Bitch, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Let Lizzo sing for ribs. Because we don't know how thick shit could be in Lizzo's life right now. God damn it. Who are we to judge? I am here for the rib singing Lizzo. Shit. That was bad. That was so bad. I just got triggered at that time, to that time in my life. I didn't know which way was up. I didn't know how I was going to make it from the day to the next day. And then when you get your lunch break, you rushing, running, hoping that, I hope they ain't get my shit. Because I was going to spend my whole check on paying all these tickets. It was like your whole check, $199. Yeah. $109. Can we pause on that? Who the fuck is paying somebody $199 a week for them long ass shifts? AT&T, this is Tarsha. How can I help you? Please hold. I swear to God, AT&T. And don't get a ring down. I need therapy. I need therapy. I really do. How do I remember this shit so vividly? I should be sad for the tow truck driver that got shot trying to tow somebody's shit. And yet here I stand on the other side of things. There is something wrong with me. This is why I say I am the poster child for mental health. R&B Divas is going to be a great show. If I get to go back through all my motherfucking trauma, well, at least I can't get fired. be the one. R&B Divas is the one job Jonesy can't get fired from. Yeah, the struggles. Take me as I am. Niggas don't be knowing. Backs be up against the wall. You don't, man. Right, $199 and taxes coming up. I'm so mad. Mark Richards and Greg, y'all ain't fucking tell me about the job at it wasn't AT&T, it was the other one. I think it was Verizon or whatever, Ma Bell, Southern Bell, whatever. That's the one where everybody, all my peers are retired from now, Ron P included. That was the job I was supposed to have. Not being no damn ring down operator. That's when you get a call from a village in fucking Guatemala somewhere and they trying to reach their person, but they only got one phone in the whole village in the middle of the desert. So you have the designated number, a code that you're supposed to. It was a lot. It was too much for $199. The fuck? But when your back is up against the wall, that's what I'm saying. Don't be a hero for a tow truck company, nigga. You'll get wheels for legs if they don't shoot you down. And when they do provide profit, it's first come, first serve, or you get blocked in by somebody. That was traumatic. That whole setup, I know now they probably was in business with the fucking tow companies. So I get it. I get it. YN, you ain't getting judged by Jonesy this morning. I get it, Lizzo. You better sing for them ribs. I'm waiting for part 2, bitch. Harry is punching the air. She want to do part 3. That post-college life is difficult to tell without parental support. I can relate to you so much, Jonesy. Thank you, Nick. And this nothing you asked for. It just lands on you. And then you can't be selfish like, oh my God, Mom, why are you sick? Like, what? She don't want to die. But then here you are. Niggas don't understand. That's how teenagers wind up homeless, wind up in trafficking, wind up being prostitutes because the fuck? What if I hadn't passed that test? Nobody in there knew how my back was up against the wall. What was I supposed to do? And then, excuse me, my aunt at the time, she wasn't really, she was my aunt's husband, but they weren't like officially married. You know, back then it was this my old man, whatever. His sister, I think her funeral is today. Remember I told you that my cousin, he came in here because he watches the show. And I was going in on his mother that day, but I didn't know he was in here, but it didn't stop me that he was. But he was like, chill. She's in the hospital sick. Well, she passed away. And I think the funeral is today. She was gracious enough to put my plates, to change my plates and put them in her name after my mother died. Because they were in my father's name, but my mother was playing a role like she was my father, right? So now she's dead. I needed to be in someone's name and it can't be in mine. For whatever reason, I don't know why. Anyway, she put it in her name, the plates, and I'm guessing she's seen the tickets coming, but instead of calling me and saying, when do you need help? What's going on? How can we fix this? Because I can't let your tickets fuck up and I get my shit told, right? She didn't call. She didn't say nothing. She had her son, my cousin, sneak into Astoria in the middle of the night and steal the plates off of my car and left my car on the street without plates so it could be towed. And I would have never even known. And what's crazy is that next morning I was leaving for training because I had just gotten a new job that was sending me out to Hasbrook Heights for a week of training. Now, it sounded bigger at the time than it was, but it was an upgrade from my shit getting towed every night being an AT&T operator. And the description of the job that they gave you made you feel like you was about to be an executive. It wound up only being enterprise rent-a-car, but shut up, Giddy. But they presented well. They sent us to training, and they made you they taught you how to wash the cars and get them prepped up, but they also made you feel like an executive in that office on a computer. Occasionally, you might have to drop off a car, pick up a client, whatever. But it was 100 steps up from being an AT&T operator, in my opinion. And the money was 10 times the money. I went for right. That was the key. I don't even remember how much it was, but it was hourly and you could get overtime. And at that time, I wanted shit to keep me busy. But anyway, the next morning, I had my shit laid out on the bed, the outfits that I was going to wear, everything ready to go. I go downstairs with my luggage. I'll never forget. I had a pea green, it was dope, a pea green leather swing coat, a 3/4 length. It stopped right underneath the butt and it was dope. And it had shoulder pads. And I knew, come on, shoulder pads down. Phil Jackson had nothing on me. But anyway, I go to the car and I'm noticing, I'm like, wait a minute, what? And I'm like, what do you even do? So my first thought is someone stole my plates. But why would they just steal the whole car? I don't remember if I connected the dots. I remember going upstairs and getting a piece of construction paper and drawing my license plate number on I swear to God, and taping it. Or I was determined. I was like, oh no, I did not get this far. I'm about to change my life, change my circumstances for the better. And now I can't get to the training. And now I lose my opportunity to do better for myself. And I just lost my mom. Fuck that. When your back is up against the wall, you do crazy shit. So I put the cardboard there and somebody was like, don't do that. That's going to draw a flag. That's going to raise a red flag. This is what one of the corner boys told me. And then they were like, hold on, we might could get you some plates. I'm like, what?
I said you're going to jail. I said you're going to jail tonight. And about the homie in the gray and the black, you know the facts. I never relax. Everything luxury.
It was bad.
And everybody here getting deals. Show you put a little money in a. Wrong with them, nice with it for real. I'm the homie on the corner that be showing the skill. Freestyle, man, I'm keeping it hot. And shout out to my homie with the tall ass socks. Yes, you talking about my homie in the boss in the blue. On the microphone, you know I got a sugar than the flu. No, I didn't stutter. That white girl thinking it's some peanut butter. Man, you know I better gotta get it on the block pop. Everything I do up on the microphone is hot pop. Everybody got a phone, and you know I really won't stop. But when you're done recording, put some red up in the pot. Oh, you're going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. Yeah, I said you're going to jail. I said you're going to jail tonight. I said you're going to jail. I said you're going to jail tonight. I said you're going to jail. I said you're going to jail tonight. Yo, the cops is over there, man. I really need to look out. We didn't turn the crazy in Vegas to the cookout. Shout out to my homie with dance moves in the white. They gon' dance for a minute. He gon' hit the pop. You know it's facts. I'm the brother on the mic, really killing raps. Pop. And you loving that. I'm the brother on the mic with the 7 rap. Going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. Come on. I said you're going to jail. I said you're going to jail tonight. I said you're going to jail. I said you're going to jail tonight. I said you're going to jail. I said you're going to jail tonight. I said you're going to jail. I said you.
And you don't want to go to jail. You just want to go to training to get a better job so you can make more than $199 a week, which is unrealistic to live on even back then in 1991. So I see how people wind up in the mix. So the boys was like, we might could find you some plates. They wound up not being able to find me no plates. And I think at that point, I went back inside. I called the job and I was like, I can't make the training. Does this mean that And the lady, as I recall, she was like, well, she said, I'll call you back. And she said, if you can get to 42nd Street, there's someone else that's coming for training that said that they would be willing to give you a ride over to Hasbrook Heights. And I was like, I can get to 42nd Street because, of course, New Yorkers, that's all we know is the train. And I wound up making the training. I don't even know. Thank you, person, whoever you were that I trained with. Thank you. And being away gave me time to figure shit out. Because I was a pressure cooker about to pop. The walls were closing in. I didn't like, and then when you feel you ain't got nothing to live for, you just lost your father and your fucking mother, and then they took the plates off your fucking car. I wish you'd have just took the car. But to take the plates off the car and leave the motherfucker on the street and not tell me, because now they can come and tow the car. You got your plates. So to that end, that's really why I'm not going to the funeral today. And I wouldn't want to bring that up, but that's why that incident, call me petty, that incident, the fact that when my mom died, she came in the kitchen and said, "Don't cry. Your mom deserved to die." Or your mom wasn't nice to people. As if, don't cry, she deserved to die because she wasn't nice to people. That's what the woman said. And took the plates off my car. And then I remembered that when I was in the 10th grade, 9th or 10th grade, trying to be a singer, in high school, trying to sing at talent shows. I'm at my aunt's house and her husband, this is his sister. So my Aunt Nina lived in East Elmhurst. That's my mother's first cousin. Her husband, not legally, sister, Jen, we would call her my Aunt Jen. That's who passed away. That's who took the plates off the car. Well, actually, she had her son, my cousin Michael, come and get them off the. And I'm sorry if you're watching, Mike. I'm not trying to bring disrespect, but the tow truck shit just triggered me, and now here we are. And I can't come to the funeral because I wouldn't be there with the honor and the support that you need. I'm not well enough yet to separate you from your mom. So it's best that I don't come to the funeral. And I hope that you can give me that grace. Anyway, 9th, 10th grade, that song, Clark Sisters, "You are the sunshine in my life," right? So my Aunt Nina was having a big barbecue because she was the one with the house and the family. And everybody, her barbecues were always packed in the backyard, always had the fancy, everything was fancy schmancy, the lights hanging around the house, them little big bulbs to signify barbecue, whatever. And she had asked for me to sing. It was, I guess my mother had told her, "Oh, Tarsha's going to that school, blah, blah, blah." She said, "Can she come and perform?" So I'm like, okay. I remember what I was wearing. I remember the day. So she makes the announcement. Everybody, they sitting around like this. What the baby gonna sing? Come on, what the baby gonna sing? They got their shit. They got their beer. They like, come on, baby, come on. So because there was no DJ, I had to run downstairs, start the record, run upstairs real quick before it actually started. You are the sunshine. You are the sun. So I start singing. I do the performance. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved the wretch like me. I sung the fuck out that barbecue. I sung like I was singing for some barbecue ribs, Lizzo. Bitch, come on, bitch. I know where you at. Come on. Come the fuck on. I sang my heart out. Now, remember, the record player is downstairs in the basement, so I'm standing on the lawn or the steps on the whatever, outside still. So they're clapping and they're standing up and they're like, "Yes, baby, yes, yes." Of course, some people are like, "Sing another one, sing another one." My Aunt Jen, the one that had the plates taken off my car, the one that said, "Don't cry, your mother deserved to die because she wasn't nice to people," says to me, and she said it like quiet, like on the low, because she knew. Now I know she knew what she was saying was some bullshit and some shady shit. She goes, "Go down there and turn that record off and don't come back up here and sing no more." So now I'm putting all my interactions as a grown woman now at 40 years old. Shut up. Mind your business. As a grown woman now, seriously, I'm putting all this together because I was really considering showing up to the funeral, not for her, but for my cousin. And I said, no, She hated on you when you were in high school singing. She has always had a problem with the motherfucking Jones girls. And that's a motherfucking shame that you a grown ass bitch. If you got a problem, let my mother know you got a problem with her. Because you cannot love the fruit if you do not love the tree. So clearly, right? Right? So, yeah. She damn sure said that shit on the low. I'm only going downstairs to turn the record off and put my album back in the sleeve so I could not leave it there. You know how we were about our records back in the day. Our records was everything to us. Save up your little $5, $3, however much the singles were. That put your name on it. And I was going down to stop the record and put it in the sleeve. She's so, I don't know. Can you be jealous of a child? Jealous or afraid that I'm about to make it be about me, or I'm about to go and sing again. She's gonna go, don't even bother coming back up. Go and get the record. And that's it. We don't want to hear that again. Yeah, me and my cousin about to not be speaking. Because if he's calling or texting and not, or watches this back, he's gonna be mad. And I ain't got nothing for him. Tell me what I'm supposed to say. Fuck I'm supposed to say to that? And I don't want to hold your mother's shit against you. But so, and this wasn't even the point of the story, because y'all didn't even know that funeral was today. At least I think the funeral was today. It might have been last Thursday, but I knew I wasn't going because I know I'm not ready. And you can't be ready if you don't process all of the shit. It's like, you got to get to the root of it. So I just recalled that. I was like, all right, maybe the license plate thing, she didn't want me fucking up her car gets towed. That I get. That I understand. I still wish they had given me a heads up, and maybe I could have moved it into a parking lot, right? I could have moved it into a parking lot because Michelle's mother's boyfriend had a parking lot. Jose was his name. No, Raul. They would have let me park it in there, but she didn't give me a heads up. So, and then you said this shit about my mother at the repass. How you saying, how you in my mother's kitchen and we repassing, and you gonna say, stop crying. Your mother, she said like this, your mother wasn't a nice person. How you say it like that? See, maybe I should go to the funeral and set shit off and let it be a night to remember. No, I'm saying that's the other side of things. Maybe I should go and ask to say some things and say some things. Let me see what time this funeral starts. I didn't even open up the email because I knew I wasn't going. But now I might go because I have to do it for my mother. Let me see. I didn't even tell my sister that she passed away. That's the picture. When you're a child, you don't think that, you're like, what have I done to an adult for an adult to be doing things like this to me? But hopefully as you get older, you realize that some adults aren't where they're supposed to be in their adulting, or they just become a grown-up version of who they were as a teenager or as a child, right? But they're not your peer. You're expecting more from them. You're expecting you to be the one to keep me aligned, keep me on track. But yeah, Kim, I don't know. I thought staying away from the funeral would be the best thing. Now I think going and setting that motherfucker off. Then I don't really like scenes. I don't like scenes because for every scene, there's another scene. And they might jump my ass. You never know. Or call the cops. And then I'm really going to jail. Yeah, I don't think nobody's jumping. But it never starts with a jump. It starts with an apprehension. Somebody coming and grabbing you, and then it's get off of me, and then it's, oh, you hit me. I didn't mean to, but, and now it's, it's Wendy and Angie all over again. Windmills. Let me not even bother. I don't even want to open it up. I don't even want to open it. Because then you open it, it's like, oh, she opened it up and she still didn't come. But he'll see the episode. He's probably maybe watching now. I don't know. Again, I don't mean no harm to you. But I don't want to be fake and phony in your face. The last place you want a fake and phony person is at your mom's funeral. But I'm not there in the healing yet. And now this tow truck story just took me down a rabbit hole. Damn you, Giddy. You sent me that story.
Yeah. So come pick up your clothes. I have been.
No, she never said sorry. She never said sorry. I don't even think she ever acknowledged it. I don't even think there was a conversation. I think me and him had a conversation later on. I think I asked him and he was like, that's my mom, but what's I supposed to do? You had them tickets. And I got it, but what would y'all do in that situation if y'all were her? Funerals are spaces and places to say thank you for what you taught me. And I hope we are at peace in space and time. You will never see that representation of that person again. Okay. So am I going or? Moski said, no, don't go. She won't hear you, so don't bother those people. They have their own experiences with her to remember. Yeah, right. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to bring my negative energy to their final goodbyes. Because I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just like thinking back and I'm like, she been shady as fuck since she whispered it to me. Like it was a secret. I think she might even follow me in the house, was like, don't go back out there and sing no more. Enough is enough. Like that. I think so too, Nick Music. And I think she was jealous of my mom. And I think she was jealous of my mom, or they had beef. And so you take it out on the kids. Who does she think she is? Her 3 daughters and her, you know, and them doing good in school. At least my older sisters doing good in school. And this one comes along and she thinks she's singing and all the things. And I guess, I don't know. Tracy got the bail. So what time do we ride? No, me and Giddy got plans today. Anita said don't go too. All right, that's enough. Let's move on. If you go to that funeral, spark up the band, you're going to jail. No, she never said sorry. Nope. She never even acknowledged it. Tell us that story about Angie and Wendy. I tell the story on Diary of a Diva. So check out Nikki from Brownstone's podcast. It's probably going to be up maybe today or tomorrow. I don't want to ruin the windmill adventure. All the horrible things my aunt said to us as kids and was disgusting to my dad, with whom my mom was married to. Just don't fuck with him. And as a child, you think everybody's good, kind, trustable, because adults are supposed to be. Mr. Glass said I should go. What am I wearing? White? Red? No, don't go. It's not in my plan. If I had considered it, but you know, Mr. Glass is very, very messy. You're gonna be Mr. Broken Glass. How old were you when I was singing and she did that bullshit? I was either in the 9th or the 10th grade, maybe 9th, 10th, or I was in high school. When my mother died, that was a couple of years later. That was 1991. So I was in high school from 82 to 86. 91, she said the bullshit about don't cry for your mother. She wasn't good. She was not nice. That was at the repast. And then a couple of months later, she had the plates taken off my car. Go and say I love you, and they get to see you let it go. But I haven't let it go. I probably never will. Like, no. And somebody's got to pay. So if the payment is in the form of this woman's legacy, people knowing now how much of a mean person she was, so be it. I'm not doing that old cover up cover Uncle Johnny, because don't nobody need to know all the bad things he was doing. We ain't doing that. We're exposing it all. We're letting it all out and off of us. Nope. She was not good. I ain't got to go up in them people's funeral that they paying thousands of dollars for, whatever, and show my ass. But I'm not going to sit here and protect and hide and pretend. The fuck? She should have helped you out. You just lost your mom, didn't comfort you during your time of grief, and intentionally tried to sabotage your quest for stability. Yup. That's all right. What's understood don't even need to be said. Brenda! Al said, why would y'all tell her to go? Thank you, Al. If it's still a traumatic situation she hasn't fully worked through, y'all gonna be reading about her tomorrow. They don't care because I don't give them show on Friday. They trying to set me up, Al. Thank you for catching that, Al. This is why me and you right here. Thank you, Al. And wear the fish fry wig. Ha ha ha. You're so funny. Ha ha ha. I'm not going. First of all, I don't even know where it's at. Let me see. Oh, Lord. Thursday, 4 p.m. There's time, y'all. I'm going. And I'm calling Audrey. Jones Girls in full effect. Which means you're watching. No, to my cousin. And then Friday is the internment. They're burying her where my mom is buried. This is too much, y'all. This is too much. Why did y'all have me open this shit up? Why did y'all have me open this up? Why? Why did y'all have me open this up? No. All right. Moving on. Yeah, Arthur, nothing good can come from that. And I need to give, because my cousin don't have nothing to do with it. He was following mom's orders. Like, I fuck with him hard. I don't want to be the wrong version of a bad version of myself for him when he needs comforting. I'm not that horrible of a person, but I realize that I can't compartmentalize that shit. I'm still on fire. Like, I'm mad. There's something real drag queenish about Lizzo. Thank you for changing the topic. Let's go. I'm going to Vegas just to meet King Tribe. Right, and gas is $6. That part. My aunt, one of my mother's sisters, treated me like shit all my life. Was always mean and jealous. I did not go to her funeral. Yeah, I won't go. So you mean to tell me? I love your family. You guys are nicely together. No, we not. We are so far apart, child. Say about me and my family. First of all, my mother was the only child. So our cousins are all second and beyond. And none of them are our age. They're all older women and men. So it was just us. And the three of us, you'll never catch the three of us all speaking to each other at the same time. Now, the one thing I will say is that we will, even in the middle of us not speaking, will band together and fuck you up and then go back to our corners and not speak to each other again. But now I have new cousins in Atlanta that I just met in September that are on my dad's side that I fuck with the hard, long way. Shout out to my cousins in Atlanta. And, and the one that's my age, his name is Billy. He was named after my father. His recorded artist name is Mr. Jones, Jonz. I never knew about him. He always heard about me through the family. So he's down with Ludacris and that whole, but he's in gospel music, but he's from that camp. And he's a Sigma. And all my cousins down there went to Clark, Morehouse, Spelman. Yup. And I met them in September. And I love them. Good morning to my cousin, Mr. Jones. Matter of fact, let me call him now. They made me feel, when I met them, I found what family felt like. Like, whoever thought it would come on my father's side. But I finally felt like what it feels like to have cousins. I always wanted to have cousins and brothers. I never had that. So now we older now. So ain't nobody trying to be out there fighting battles and stuff. But it is refreshing and comforting to have grown-ass men cousins to talk to and share things with. And no, gas is too damn high. Gas is too high for my vengeance. So, older cousins, right? That they're gonna stand up for you. They don't care, but no, they don't care. But the truth is, they don't care. You their cousin, and you their cousin to the end. It's funny you were talking about this. I have an aunt right now who is on hospice, and she only has a little time left, and she didn't go to my father's memorial, nor did any of her children. You going? You want to visit her? 10-10. Oh, I missed the 10-10. I missed it, Georgiana. Queen, you preaching to the choir. My uncle's wife, who is my cousin. I know it sounds crazy, but I experienced the same thing when my mom passed away. She had a whole lot to say to me. The 14-year-old. Why are you talking to a kid? Because she couldn't. Because she wouldn't dare say it to your mother. She knew what it was. And I hope you realize that she knew what the fuck it was. Or she was just evil. Or both. Both things can be true. You evil and you know you about to get stomped out. Willie D didn't go to Bushwick Bill's funeral. How did we get here? Okay, I'll read on. Because they didn't like each other and he wasn't going to be a phony person and show up to a funeral for someone he didn't get along with. I agree with that. But why do we feel pressure when it comes to our elders? Like, why we feel like, I don't know. I feel like for the family, you're supposed to show up for the family. I'm saving everybody from me. I'm saving this version of me that I know would show up. Because it kind of came out at my uncle's funeral when some boy popped up claiming to be his son. And I went batshit crazy and was like, the fuck? Like, you think this is where you want to make the special announcement? You a whole grown-ass man now. You supposed to just hold that quiet. Secret fucking babies. And the one, yes, I remember when you guys reunited in Atlanta. That was a beautiful situation for you. Thank you. Yup. Those my cousins. So, I still don't know how we got there. And I ain't trying to be there. So let's play some feel-good music. I don't care. I need something to make me feel better. Thank you, Kim, for the super sticker. People, are you supporting the show? Are you buying super stickers? Let's change the tone of the show. Let's move on. But that was I'm still on the $199 a week salary. But you do what you got to do. And, oh, somebody just said that the girl from Bone Thugs and Harmony that sings, "It's the Thuggish Ruggish Bone," that she's out in these social media streets saying that Mary J. Blige stole her whole style. I'm just telling y'all what she said. Thoughts, comments, opinions? Oh my God, too small. And I'm mad that you know him because you know he had to see my breast and my stomach and my little C-section scars and everything. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I, was trying to choose a black doctor. But so now I need you to have a conversation with him to either let me tell him, ask him if I let him do a mommy makeover for me on R&B Divas New York, will he give it to me on the house? That's your job. Love you. Bye. Oh my God. So remember I told you that I ran back into my doctor friend? The world is too small and it's not always good. So he also went to Howard. So he and I've been having pain with my my thing. So he always gives me good medical advice. So it turned into the, oh my God, I miss you so much, to the, I need a new oral surgeon, whatever. So we started talking and he's like, I got you the best oral surgeon. I got you. Come up here. I'm going to set you up with him, blah, blah, blah. And then he started talking about all his friends that he graduated from Howard, where he was like, this one does that type of medicine. This one is a psychiatrist. I said, I'm up in Bergen now. So where do I have to go? He was like, oh, you in Bergen? My man is a plastic surgeon out in Bergen. He got a whole facility, blah, blah, blah. And then he says the name. And I was like, why does that name sound familiar? Because my girlfriend, Kira, whose son went to Bergen Catholic with Che, he don't go there no more neither. She's a nurse. So she knows all the black doctors up here. And it's like such an amazing network. And they really are like resourceful. If you can, they get on the phone with each other, talk your case, like. So anyway, she sent me to him, to this guy, and I was coming from work that day. So I was tired, I was sleepy, I was aggravated, and I didn't feel like being prodded and poked. But the station was trying to get a plastic surgeon to come and buy advertisement. So they used me and hearing me talk about mommy makeover this, mommy makeover that, to get a deal with him. So I went in and he's a black doctor, which I knew, but like, he was like young black, like my age. Like I'm thinking I'm going to get some mature old man that's acting like he's not even paying attention to my body. And I'm okay with that. But you probably was fucking in the tunnel one night or a few nights. You probably was at Club Carbon partying with me. We might have dipped it low together. And now, no, no. So I had to get undressed and he had to see the things in order to be able to assess, right? And then the station wound up not coming through with their side of the thing, whatever. We wound up not doing it, but now my tatas and everything has been exposed. And yes, I'm from the 90s. It's been exposed for less. But on that day, I'm like 20, 25 years older. Anyway, yesterday when I caught up with my doctor friend, that's the doctor he was talking about. I didn't know. I went back in my emails. I put the last name in and it came up. All of it came up. The charge, the surgical proposal, all of it. So I screenshot it and sent it to him, and he just texted me and was like, that's him. That's my man's and them. So as you can see, as you are aware, Courtney, I'm about to be laid up in a hospital bed on R&B Divas New York. Look, it looks like I'm on a hospital bed right now. Giddy, bring me some crushed ice. Tell the nurse, the hospital's got the best ice. Giddy. It's time for me to be changed.
Come pick up your clothes. I have the
nurse, it's time for my medicine. I need my pump, the thing you pump.
You
That
ever
would
been
be good.
sick and had a bell? You probably would be dangerous. Have you ever been sick and had to ring the bell?
Yeah, when they do my jaw surgery, they have to, I'm closed shut, so I can't talk. So that's all I have is a motherfucking bell. And they ignore me because they think I'm being fancy. And I'm not. So when they finally come in and they're like, what do you need? I'm like, I can't talk. That's why I'm ringing the bell like that. Can you please give me a pad and a pen? And they're like, oh, wow, she really can't talk. Because they're not expecting this type of surgery, right? Yup. But I don't abuse the bell, Kitty. What are you trying to say?
No, I was just asking.
You can ring my bell. Hold on. So that's a good thing. Look, I already got a storyline for myself. Right. If you and Wendy are friends, she would be cracking up. You are more than Lucy, Carol Burnett, and Oprah. Listen, could you imagine the doctor you got to show everything to probably was in the tunnel with you? No. Thank you, Kiana. Oh, Kiana did a big super chat. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Pixie Diva. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Tika said, you don't need no makeover, Jonesy. I mean. Thank you, Nikita. Nikita, thank you. Yeah, the 14-year-old you and they didn't care. Wasn't Mary out before Bone? See, that's why I didn't go down that rabbit hole. I'm not fighting her fight. I was first. I'm not fighting your Mary stole my style shit. Oh, well. UBR, as they say in Philly, UBR. How she steal your fucking style, bitch? What's your style? What's your style? You didn't even come out with nothing. Did the girl ever come out with an album afterwards that we could know and be like, ooh, they sound grossly familiar. So how are we supposed to even compare? How are we even supposed to fucking grease up our face to fight for you and you don't even got receipts of your own shit? That's what I'm saying. Niggas just be wanting to get in the fight to get in. One in, all in. And let me tell you one motherfucking thing. Let me tell y'all something. Yesterday, we made the announcement. Me and Giddy played the commercial or the video, the announcement of the return of R&B Divas New York. I'm executive producer and caster and all the things. You ain't got to play the video, but at the end of the video, I distinctly tell if you know an R&B diva that you want to see on this series, or you are an R&B diva, old and young, just email, submit your stuff, booking Jonesy, I spell out at gmail.com. Bitches chose to go in the comments and talk. So then Nikki said, because I said, come on, I said, I'm coming to Philly too. Come on, Viv Green. Come on, Jaguar. And then Nikki said, I would love to see Jaguar come back and reinvent, or whatever she said was kind words about Jaguar. Y'all motherfuckers went off in the comments. We don't want to see Jaguar. Oh, y'all being messy. Oh, this, I don't know if I want my R&B divas in a house with Jaguar. Y'all went fucking crazy on a woman that, I mean, she's a lot, right? Right, yeah. But she wasn't in the chat, and y'all was going at it like she said she wanted to be on it. She never even said nothing until this morning. Out of all the pictures that was in the chat, all the pictures of I would like to, I'm thinking, Jaguar Right people is the only ones that came and sent a motherfucking email and came correct. Whoever she got on her team came correct and proper. I didn't get a chance to go through the email. I sent that shit to Giddy real fast, and then I came and turned the computer on and started the show. But so stop talking about people. Stop talking about people. You never know. Maybe Jaguar had an aunt that took the plates off of her motherfucking car weeks after her mom died and told her to stop singing. That shit ain't going nowhere. And told everybody at the repast that their mom deserved to die. You don't know. You don't know. You just don't know. You don't know. I'm going to the funeral. I'm going tonight. So we can have content for Monday. That's not why you go to a funeral. Stop. Behave. So, Cutwater antics. Yeah, Mikhail, they were, but you know what I liked is that everybody was engaged in the comments. Everybody's engaged with the casting. Ultimately, it's going to be my decision, right? But I like the involvement because sometimes y'all make good suggestions. Hi, Shanana. T Boogie. Yup, Pixie Diva. Jaguar Right is Jaguar Right's people's the only one that responded in an official capacity and followed directions. So y'all always trying to paint somebody in a bad bag just because they mouthy and talk stuff and say stuff that probably doesn't have any merit and slanderous at the least, at the very least slanderous, probably illegal. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is Jaguar, if you're watching, you're in. You're in. No, I'm kidding. I can't do that without the due process. Everybody has to have due process. Y'all would die. Nikki would be like, but can we give it up to following directions? And can we give it up for the casting department not exercising implicit or explicit bias? Just based on. Thank you very much. Can we also give it up to the casting department for having the bigger vision and not just casting someone out based on, well, that's really not exercising implicit or explicit bias, but just wanted to break it down for the people up top. For being grown. Being very grown up. Being very grown up. Marcus, y'all. We'll see. David Simpson, how dare you? If she's in, I'm out. What does that even mean? You're like, you could literally be a closet watcher. You don't have to admit. Please don't have that anointing girl from 3LW. Who? Which one? Did they chime in? Did someone suggest them? Yeah, she is, but her energy is heavy. Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah. I just said that to let y'all know. You know what I mean? That people be quick to judge and say things about people because they present in a certain way. But maybe there's other sides of that person that be on point. There may be a little schizophrenia mixed in with bipolar and all the things. Maybe. Who's an annoying girl from 3LW? Who are even the girls from 3LW? Debbie, what say you? I mean, I'm gonna respond just because out of respect. Like, what? I think she would be good for this because you never know. If you sit down and talk with her, you might have more in common with her than you think. I already know. Do I not call myself the poster child for mental health? Jaguar Wright would definitely be good for ratings, but it might come off exploitive since she seems to have mental issues. Don't we all? I think Jag will work as crazy as she is. I don't know. You got to be in it to win it. So kudos to Jaguar's team. That's what the fuck I know. That is what I know. And the rest of y'all hoes, ooh, how you calling us hoes? She called us a hoe. Before we were cast, we saw a video somewhere. I don't even know. But it was her face. The hair was different. But I know that voice. She referred to us as hoes. And I quit the show. The rest of y'all hoes sitting there hemming and hawing, talking with the people in the chat. Get your shit together. Because I told you, I got my cast in my mind already. I already got my cast. But I'm considering, you know what I mean? Because we need friends to the shows. And we might do a swap out. Maybe my cast that I have in my mind is not necessarily. We'll see. But you know what we're going to do? We're doing a casting retreat weekend. All the potential cast members will be required to show up and not necessarily show out. We don't need nobody drowning in a pool. But it's going to be a weekend retreat where we get to meet the girls in a different environment. And the fact that it is none of us ever really heard her talk so much until her YouTube appearances, but there's no one denying that the lady can sing. Right. And that's what this is about. And if she can just pull it together enough to do this R&B Divas tour, I'm a 90s Girl tour, whichever, both, that's what it's about at the end of the day. Then everyone wins. If I all follow the format for shows, you have a variety of personalities. Oh, if AI follow the formats for shows, you have a variety of, is that good or bad? Can AI rip me off? Get that goddamn Allen Iverson over here and tell him I am tired of his shit. But I hear you do your thing. She may be the show. I hear you do your thing. She may be the show. It may go nowhere. It may not be a fit, right? The only thing I'm saying is they were, if you saw them comments, they were not nice. And she's the only one that came correct. So,
Jonesy, we have a special call on the line.
Is that Alana?
Hi, yes, Jonesy, how are you?
Alana, I should be asking you, everybody. This is Yvette Michelle, my 90s girl sister. This is her daughter, Alana. Welcome, Alana.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here on your show.
Well, thank you for being willing to come and talk, because your mom told me you were really, really uneasy and shaken up after the incident. Can you walk us through what exactly happened for the people that aren't aware?
Yes, so I was traveling home from work on 75, which is a highway here in Atlanta. Unfortunately, the highway started to flood, but people were still like going towards the shallow end and driving through, but we were in the middle of rush hour traffic. So there wasn't any like backing up or getting out. It was either be stuck or keep going. So there were people that had somewhere to go, kept going. I had to go get my daughter from school. And, everyone's pretty much like an hour or so out. So it just really wasn't like, I just had to get there. That's all that was on my mind, getting to my baby. Within like moments, my car just lifts off the ground and starts floating through the highway, like on the highway as if it was a boat.
What?
It was wild. It was wild. It got to the point where talking to my mom on the phone, I'm sorry. I was talking to my mom on the phone, and I'm like, hey, my floors are filling. My floors are filling. She was like, you have to get out the car. She was like, get out. And at that time, I'm trying to open my doors, and they're not opening at all. And I just so thankful to God, like so thankful that I could roll down the window at that time. Like my power was still on, but everything else was pretty much just dead. So the only way to like really get out, I'm too scared. Like the water was so dirty. It was, I mean, you couldn't see through it. You could see things floating on top, like clothes, food, sewage, you know, things like that. But I have a personal fear of getting in water that I can't see through. You know, if I can't see my feet, I'm not going for a swim. So I decided to get on top of my car. You know, at that moment, it was like, just get up there or, you know, go into the unknown.
How did you get, so you rolled the window down and got out the window and climbed up top?
Yeah, so I just kind of perched myself up on my knees on the window sill, turned my body around, and climbed up on top of the car. At that point, my car was completely lifted off the floor. Like, even the floors of my car were filled with water from the front to the back seat. Can't put your feet down. You know, I was worried that maybe if there was like an electric wire, I could be electrocuted. I just didn't know what was going on. So I got out and got on top. And then that's when I called dispatch.
So was the water freezing cold?
I didn't even touch it, Jonesy. Like, when I tell you I didn't put a toe, like I did not touch the water at all. I was just worried. I didn't know what was in it. You know, like me being inside of my car, you know, electricity, all of that. I just tried to stay as dry as possible. It was already raining outside too. So I was like wet from the rain. I couldn't really tell, you know, if I touched the water or not. I was already wet from rain on top of my car. Once George came and got me, like he made sure I didn't touch the water at all. Like he was holding my legs up to make sure that they wouldn't touch this water.
So, okay. So how much time has passed before you see this guy and you start calling him, or like what, how much time had passed at this moment?
So it had to have been, I'm on the phone with dispatch for at least 5 minutes. To me, it was such a blur, but I felt like I was on the line with dispatch for at least 5 minutes describing what I was going through, you know, where I was. She's asking me where I am, you know, all the time. Like I'm on top of my car in the middle of the highway floating. And from then, I didn't even see George come until I heard like a man yell, like saying, "Hey, do you need help?" And then I turned back, and then that's when I saw George, because I was still on the line. I had to touch my ear, and she's telling me like, "Oh, someone's coming out to get you," like, and we're sending someone out to get you. And I told her, I was like, "Well, there's a man that's right here right now that wants to come and is coming over here. He's walking towards me right now to help me." And so within that, I felt like it had to have been at least like, honestly, it felt like 5 minutes, but it could have been longer. I can't even tell you. I was in zombie mode, just kind of adrenaline was rushing, fear, you know, my body just kind of went into shock. It was a really wild experience.
So when we first of all, that girl, when I'm proud and I'm thankful that you survived, and that I know there's still some trauma there, but I'm still trying to, you know, I like story and knowing all the nitty gritty. When you saw George walking to the car, did you say to yourself, "Oh, the water's not that deep, I could have walked out of my car"? Did you say that ever, even looking back now?
So when I saw him get into the water, I did have a second that was like, maybe I can do it. And then my fears just kicked right back in. Like, I was fully prepared to stay on top of my car. Had he not just came over, like, we didn't really even exchange words. He was like, "Get on top of my back. I'm going to take you over there." So I didn't even have to have a moment where it's like, I'll walk next to you. You know, I'm taking direction. I'm scared. Like, there's no way that I was able to even at that point, or I used all of my energy just getting on top of the car and calling dispatch. Like, I just kind of locked up after that. But there was no point outside of me saying, maybe I can get in. I didn't even have to get in. He was just like, get on my back. You know, I didn't even have to think twice about getting in the water and walking next to him. I just took his direction. He was very confident in his movement.
Wow.
And in his direction, which makes sense being now that we all know that he's a vet, you know.
Yeah.
So he definitely took control of the situation, and I'm forever grateful for that, because I would have been on top of my car. Like, I was waiting. I told the cops, I was like, I'm going to sit right here until you guys come get me. Like, I'm not going anywhere. You know, like, I would swim if my car completely went underwater, but, you know, I wasn't ready. My fears just kicked in. Everybody has something, you know, and that's just one of mine.
Yeah, no. And because that's a lot. You didn't leave your house that morning to drop your daughter off thinking that you were going to have to be airlifted out of your car in the middle of a flood in a highway. Is it notable that the highways down there have bad sewage or something? Like, has this ever happened before?
Like, it's out here, it's wild. Like, you'll see couches on the side of the highway for days. You know, like, they don't really take care of the highways. Right now they are. I think they're just doing some major construction, and some parts have just been neglected. But after this incident, anytime while I've been driving, I noticed for the past few days, I'm looking over and I'm seeing drains with cardboard on it, you know, clothing, like just food, all kind of stuff. It's not well taken care of. And when, you know, Georgia State, I forgot who it was that came out, but they came out to declog the drain so my car could be moved. They did it within 5 minutes. All they did was take a rake and poke some holes, and the highway was deflooded. So it's been, the people that live here, like citizens, we know how trashy these highways really are. And now we're seeing to what extent it could get to.
That isn't, yeah, they obviously, they know they could do better. Did you ever, while you were sitting on that car, worry that the car was going to topple over?
Yes. So while I was on top, I didn't want to stand because I didn't have like full balance, so I stayed on like my knees and my hands. But
smart thinking.
I did get, it was wild. Like, I felt the car in the video. You could see people just driving past me in like big trucks, just plowing through and making waves that were making my car rock even more. Thank God it didn't even have to get to the point where the car was going to flip over. Like, that's the point when I was like, okay, I'm going to have to swim at this point, you know? But George came in before he said, once we started talking, like after the whole incident, he said to me, he was like, oh, you know, I saw your car rocking when those people were going past you. Like, we could see. He was like, there was no way we had to come over and get you. Like, my car was rocking like a boat with every wave that was being made from other people still driving through that flood.
Wow, that's crazy. Thank you for being so descriptive with that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. In any minute, you could have gone under and gone down. And is there something, could you have gotten electrocuted? How does that work?
So I'm glad that you asked that question. After like hearing from professionals, you know, they're telling me that the best thing I could have done was stay at my vehicle. Like, because if I got in that water, there could have been like loose wires, or there could have been like a manhole or anything I could have been swept under. The fact that that water was strong enough to lift my vehicle and move it like throughout the highway, it could have swept me under as well. So my instincts ended up being what was the safest in that moment.
Wow, smart girl. That's Yvette Michelle's daughter, y'all. What was the first phone call you made after George got you out? And have you spoken to George since? But first, who was the first call you made?
we've been speaking every day since. Like, George, China, and I, we have our own group chat. We're talking to each other, checking in on each other. They've been very supportive. And when I got home that day, before I even got home, and I'm at the tow yard with my vehicle, China and George are checking in on me, seeing how I'm doing, you know, letting me know that they're here to support me. They're here for me. We're family now. You know, I honestly feel like this just brought us together. Like, this was the way that we were supposed to meet. Under unfortunate circumstances, of course, but God knew what he was doing. Like, these are beautiful family, and I'm forever grateful to be in their presence.
Oh, I love to hear happy endings like this. Did you tell them who your mom was?
He caught on afterwards because I emotionally, I know my mom told you it was very hard on me. I locked up, you know, for the first few days. I just kept myself at home, so my family was communicating with them. Yeah.
Okay.
My mom didn't communicate with them through me. She reached out on her own, is what I mean. So I wasn't really kind of introducing them fully to my family. My family came to them on their own. So once he did find out, though, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Wow, Alana, that's a whole lot. Did you tell how old is your daughter?
She's 4. She's turning 4 on Tuesday.
Oh, what? And I know that was flashing through your head. Like, I can't die now. I got a birthday party to finance.
Yeah, that's crazy on its own too. But honestly, I've just been focusing on what really matters. That kind of experience just shows you how quick life can change. You know, take in the beauty of it. Don't focus too much on the negativity. There's always going to be an issue somewhere. You know, you're not always going to find the blessings as easily. So I've just been focusing on making this experience not change her daily lifestyle, keeping her routine on track, so that she doesn't notice any changes that have a negative impact. But outside of that, she's been doing great. She's excited for her birthday. We're still planning, and this is not stopping anything for my girl, you know. But it was funny because she came up to George and asked if he was the man that saved her mommy. So that was a very sweet moment.
Oh. Yeah, I'm glad the baby wasn't. Somebody in the chat is saying, thank God your daughter wasn't in the car.
That's all I kept thinking about, just thanking God for that. You know, it was unfortunate that I couldn't fully make it to her, but I'm just happy that she wasn't with me. I would have taken anything else other than my child being with me in that moment.
Whew. This is a story of resilience, of faith, of goodwill, and being able and having to believe in mankind once again. So thank you for sharing this with us. A lot of lessons to be learned here.
Thank you
Alana,
and allowing me to share this story.
Yeah, no, the last question, now that we've gotten through the serious stuff, I mean, this is serious too, but is the car considered totaled?
So I'm still trying to hear back from that. I haven't had any news so far. I'm just kind of in a rental car right now. But I'm hoping to have some news within the next couple of days. But it's you know how the whole car, getting that situation going on is
because they don't like water. They're always trying to escape water and natural disasters. Oh, you're not covered for natural. They're always trying it.
Yeah, they try it, but you know, just like I give anybody advice, make sure you have like full comprehensive coverage. Like those things do help with flash floods and things like that. So
and don't have progressive because they're the worst.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing with us this morning.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you so much.
And thank you for coming to me before Tigger. Got you, Tigger.
I was not ready to talk. And like my family had to like say, you know what, it's okay. Don't be scared to share your story. I'm such a private person, and I'm used to going through life's challenges in silence. So this was definitely a new experience in all aspects for me. So, I'm glad to even have the confidence to speak with you today.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you. I'm glad that you're coming out of your shell because, this is a very, on many different levels, a testimony that needs and deserves to be shared. So thank you. I'm going to let you go because I hear somebody on somebody's other line. I don't know if it's you or me. Thank you so much. And be careful out there, okay?
Thank you. Have a good one.
You're the same.
Bye.
Bye now. Giddy, you was right on point with the video. Giddy with the viddy. Giddy gonna get it. Giddy with the viddy.
That's a great story. I wish we could get George on the line too. That would be.
Oh look, it's already in the works. That's what I was texting.
Yeah, that's a people.
But one at a time. But one at a time, because people
Yeah.
got to process. You got to let this set in.
Yeah, people have to understand. We have to help each other. Nobody else is going to help us.
Yeah, and the news didn't even report this. I guess I don't know if it was a.
Hold on, I gotta see you.
Okay, I don't want to make everything white or black, but if it was a white girl on a car in Zimbabwe, that shit would have been headlining news. See the imbalance and the unfairness. It was an old white lady, just because her daughter happened to work on the news. We found out that an old white lady got kidnapped. This black woman could have died several times over, and we ain't hear shit about this. And it was like intriguing and all the things. Giddy with the viddy. Giddy gon' giddy. Giddy gon' giddy gon' giddy gon' giddy. All right, so.
Jonesy, we have another caller on.
Okay, we got 9 minutes left.
Go ahead, caller.
Oh, hi. Sorry, Miss Jones. It's Mikkel.
Hi, Mikkel.
Morning.
Good morning, my friend.
Hi, morning. Yeah, because it is crazy down here in Atlanta. They don't fix nothing. And this governor, he just passed some racist bill. So hopefully, they don't do anything down here in Atlanta. Don't fix
So wait, where's Keisha Lance Bottoms? I thought she was the governor.
Yeah, she just won. I don't know when she starts as a governor.
What bill did he pass? That's what are they trying to do to us now, Mikkel?
Some racist shit. Like if there's gonna be a new DA or something. Like I think he said he's gonna if they're black, they don't get the first choice pick or something like that. Some stupid shit. I'm like, that's what you're worried about? I'm like, there's other shit to be worried about, and you worried about that?
Yeah. They're all trying to get all their little racist shit off while old boy is in office.
Well, he's mad now because we all voted for Keisha and she won. She's black, so.
And I hope she can pick up where Fannie Willis dropped the ball and got taken off the case. I hope Keisha Lance Bottoms can do something to get those charges against Trump going again.
Yeah, because she did good when she was the mayor a couple of years ago in Atlanta.
Yeah, I liked her. They look very First Family-ish. I hope she continues to stay in politics and grows and goes. Can I ask you, what made you feel so strongly about CeCe and the Music Factory being a part of the Trump train, as opposed to the Commodores and Young MC and all the rest of those guys?
I just would expect more because my mom used to play them in the house growing up on Saturday mornings with CeCe.
Mm.
So I just would thought better because they're all black and I don't know. I wouldn't think they would perform for him. I mean, Flo Rida, yeah, because he's corny. But
I wouldn't think the Commodores would fuck with it, but apparently everybody's rent got to be paid.
Yeah, I'm surprised about Morris Day too. But I'm hearing it's not him, but I don't know.
Well, the picture's on the flyer, so if it ain't you, sue, nigga. Sue. Show us that you suing. How you sue? Show us that you suing and that it ain't you, or else you going down with Kevin Hart, which brings me to my next question. Thoughts, comments about his response to our reaction?
I mean, I've never been a fan of Kevin Hart. He's just very corny to me, so I don't know how he's just co-signing this joke like it's funny. It's not funny. Like, God forbid that happens to you. Like, he's just very corny.
Do you believe what people are saying, that he's always been the plant? Cat Williams said there's never been in the history of, he was trying to make the claim that they gave him a show when he wasn't worthy of it. He had all these things before he even went through the proper channels. And Cat was saying that's because he's their plant.
Yeah, I believe because he's corny like that. Steve Harvey's corny like that. So that's what they do for people like them. They use people like that.
Yeah, they make them their guy. Because, he's black, but he's not. Like the rest of funny. Yeah. Well, thank you, Boo. For calling in and talking with me this morning. And thank you for the email yesterday.
Oh, no problem. I know you're running out of time. I just didn't want to take up too much of your time.
No, it's fine. I appreciate you.
Okay, bye.
Right. So Morris Day said he's not performing either. Okay, but why was there pictures on? Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Somebody in your camp responded or reached out at some point. Somebody in your camp, get your mans in them. Because ain't nobody just, let's pull a prank on Morris Day in the time. Ain't nobody like, bruh. No. And while you at it, I don't care what, I don't like Kevin's reaction because it took you 2 weeks, number one. And number two, your first reaction was, it wasn't me. How y'all mad at me for stuff I didn't say, right? And then he doubled down with it's a roast. It was one of the best roasts there was. This is what roasts are about. It's almost like he was unable to hear what people's complaints were. He just wanted to hear what he felt he could argue against. But in this digital age, I tell you, in this age of all whistleblowation, there's always someone, and right now, that someone is Madison Sinclair, who is one of the comedy writers on this alleged roast, who has spoken out to several media outlets and says that several jokes did not make the final edit. Several jokes didn't make the final edit. So when you're sitting here, Kevin, saying, what was I supposed to do? It was live. I couldn't stop those jokes from being said. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar because you made sure that no one talked about the Kevin Hart cheating scandal. These are all the things. I know y'all probably have seen it before. You made sure that there were no jokes about #MeToo references. You asked them to not talk about Lizzo, which goes to show how much they fucking respect your choices or what you say. Then you protected the violator. There were to be no jokes about Tony Hinchcliffe. How you not going to let the roaster get roasted? Exactly. That's the fuck I said, Cat. Exactly. You are my cat. You are my cat. That's what I said. How you not going? How you roaster? How you be out there? He asked for Chelsea Handler not to be roasted. Yeah, because she's a good friend. You can tell. He asked for Melania Trump to be protected from roasting. He said, you can't talk about my failed vegan restaurant chain. And he said there were to be no, what is that? No AD something comedy. Oh, the Jewish League, maybe. AD something comedy festival references. So you did have control. You just didn't think that Madison Sinclair was going to expose this. So you had time to edit and you chose not to. You were safe with what was done. So we can't fuck with you. Fuck what Umar said. I'm the new head of the Black People Coalition. Kevin Hart is canceled. And if y'all fuck with him, you can't fuck with me. It's crazy that Keisha Lance Bottoms won, and that girl, the other one, Stacey Adams, she walked so Keisha could run. And she probably was part of the help that Keisha needed to get Keisha over the top to win. Bottoms has not been elected governor. She only won the Democratic primary nomination. Okay. Well, she'll win. She'll win. Y'all better make sure she wins. Well, boys and girls. Hey, kitty. You hungry? You hungry? I thought I gave you breakfast before I came on here. Right. We did make Kevin Hart. Absolutely. No more. No more. Now I'm glad I had him drive all the way up to New York City with no money in his pocket for gas to get back and refused him to come on air. And this was when I was on Hot 97 in 2007, 8, 9, 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8. He had asked Mike Sean if he could come on my show because he was not the Kev Hart that we knew, right? Yes, he had done the Rockefeller movies with me and Beanie and Capone and all of us, but he hadn't broken. And he asked Mike Sean because they were cool and they were on that Philly circuit comedian scene because he comes to the morning show. Mike claims he asked me and I said, yeah. But then the morning of, I don't know what happened. I feel like it was probably too much going on that morning and I get tired and I don't be interviewing drains me because it's an energy swap. And I think we had like 3 people that morning. So Kevin's out there in the green room in the area that I told you. And Mike has to go and tell him that he can't get on. And Kevin was like, are you serious? Like, Mike, I drove all the way up here from Philly. I don't even have gas for my tank. Please, Mike, please. And Mike said, I would not reconsider. He said, you were like, nope. And yeah, yep, no happy ending there. So now I feel like good for your ass. Because I knew that 30 years down the line, you was going to violate the culture and have white boys slandering Black people and saying all types of disrespectful shit about us. And most violating of all, calling Tiana Taylor a bitch. I knew that this was going to happen. That's why I didn't let you come on the show. So applaud me. And guys, enjoy the rest of your day. It's as entertaining as the first part of your day has been, but I'll leave that up to you guys. The Cash App and the Zelle are right there. Have a great weekend. I love you guys back. Thank you, Debbie, sis. I love you. Have a safe weekend. Hopefully I'll see you out in Plainfield. They should air the unedited version of the roast with all the edited jokes left in. No, they just need to let us do our Kevin Hart roast part 2 at Comedy in Harlem, the 3rd Thursday of June, where we could insult every white, everything, dead living, dead man walking, dead white men talking. Just go at them, all of them. Tika, yup, that's all that is. He's like, all right, it's my time now. Love you back, Natalie. Mimi, love you, boo. Big John, everybody be safe. Al, thank you. Have a great weekend, guys. Thank you for being patient with me this week. Had a slow start, but thank you. If anybody's celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. I guess we should play the birthday song. I probably could play it from here. Don't worry, Giddy. I can play it from here. Thank you, Tyrone. Because then I get the credit over here. When love calls, you better answer. Oh.
Bluetooth connected.
Put your hands up, put your hands up. Let's go rock and roll. I just wanna dance all night. We could dance all night.
Happy birthday!
Swag turned up to amazing. You wanna be my real BDivas. I see you see your eyes on my life. I hit it with a like baby later. Oh, yeah. Free.
Thank you, Kim.
Nobody has to know, just you, me. We'll see where it goes. Where the night takes us. We could spend some time. No strings and a glass of wine.
Shay Bella, have a good weekend.
Put your hands up. Best birthday sign, put your hands up. Best birthday sign, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Face to face, share some space. Hold my way. Everybody watching us. I see your good day and say, and the rain, beating up you can't wait. But you gotta hold me.
Thank you, Tachi.
Oh, yeah, free.
Hey, yo.
Nobody has to know, just you, me. We'll see where it goes. Where the night takes us, we could spend some time. And a glass of wine. I just wanna dance all night. We could dance all night. Oh, I wanna play this song. I just wanna dance all night. That's my bass up with your heart. We could dance all
Have a good weekend. Hope to see you in Plainfield, John. Jola, have a great weekend. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.